Hey, news crew. So, we are back with another quick news report. And please make sure you hit the like button on your way in. Thank you. So, the R.Kelly federal trial in Chicago is proceeding after a federal judge denied motions for the case to be thrown out. So, let's take a look at how R.Kelly's lawyers plan to defend their client in court. Now, last week, opening arguments began in the Chicago trial after 2 days of jury selection. R.Kelly's attorneys argued the government did not prove its case on the 13 counts, which were 5 counts of coercing a minor into criminal sexual activity, 4 counts of doing so for the purpose of producing a video of the conduct, 2 counts of receiving child pornography, 1 count of conspiring to receive child pornography, and 1 count of conspiring to obstruct a federal investigation. However, the judge ruled federal prosecutors proved with enough evidence for jurors to make a decision. Now, the jury also heard from the woman whose testimony in 2008 was a missing piece of evidence in the case. The woman told the jury that R. Kelly, who had been her godfather, started sexually abusing her when she was just 14 years old, which we'll touch on later. So let's discuss the defense's strategy for both R. Kelly and his co-defendants Daryl McDavid and Milton Brown, as they share the same lawyers. Their strategy can be summed up as 1 request and 2 counter arguments. 1, requesting R. Kelly to not testify. 2, proving that R. Kelly was being blackmailed. And 3, questioning the credibility of several of the victims' legal ages of consent during the time, with the first request coming rather sooner than later, with Judge Harry Linenweber asking R. Kelly if he would testify, to which he replied, "I do not wish to testify." Co-defendant Daryl McDavid, longtime R. Kelly business manager, who is accused of helping R. Kelly arrange hush money payments and concealing evidence during his 2008 trial, said he would testify. And co-defendant Milton Brown, who is charged with receiving child pornography, said he wouldn't testify. Now, I'm guessing after analyzing R. Kelly's ability to answer tough questions and to stay on topic proved to be too risky for his lawyers. And if you recall, he lost his cool in a 2019 interview with Gayle King on CBS This Morning as he shouted,
Robert,
30 years of my career! Y'all trying to kill me! You killing me, man! This is not about music! I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it! Y'all just don't want to believe the truth.
Now, secondly, the defense seeks to prove that R. Kelly was blackmailed. Co-defendant Daryl McDavid's friend and former police officer Christopher G. Wilson testified that McDavid told him in 2001 that a merchandising agent for R. Kelly, a Charles Freeman, was trying to blackmail the R&B star. Now, Charles Freeman testified for the government that R. Kelly and his associates agreed to pay him $1 million to hunt down and return a video that featured R. Kelly. He went on to describe how he was handed bags full of cash as a payment. He said the money was for services rendered, but not an extortion bid. However, prosecutors say the payments were part of a conspiracy to obstruct investigators leading up to Kelly's 2008 trial. And lastly, the defense team plans to raise doubts about the ages of some of the accusers. The defense attorneys called several witnesses not credible and that they lied about their ages. They called a Homeland Security special agent to testify that one of the accusers, using the name Pauline, who previously testified, would have been 18 during an encounter with R. Kelly. However, prosecutors presented the missing testimony of R. Kelly's goddaughter at the time, a 37-year-old woman now using the name Jane, that described R. Kelly sexually abusing her hundreds of times starting in '98 when she was 14 and R. Kelly was around 30. She said that in 2002, after law enforcement officials had obtained a videotape of the abuse, R. Kelly sent her and her parents out of the country to make them inaccessible to investigators. When they returned to Chicago, the woman testified R. Kelly urged her to deny to a grand jury that it was her on the tape. and paid for a lawyer to accompany her. She said that she had falsely told the grand jury that it was not her on the videotape and that she was not sexually involved with R. Kelly. The woman also said that she gave R. Kelly's lawyers a necklace of hers that could be seen on the videotape. Baby! Now, the trial resumes tomorrow on Tuesday and is expected to wrap up by the end of this week. R. Kelly remains in custody as he was convicted to a 30-year sentence in a New York case for sex trafficking and racketeering. And if he is convicted on just one or two of the charges in his Chicago trial, it could add at a minimum up to 55 more years. And after this case, R. Kelly continues to face additional sex crime charges in Illinois and Minnesota. And those charges are expected to be dealt with next. So what are your thoughts about the Chicago trial? Do you think R. Kelly was blackmailed? And what do you think about the witness testimony? Let me know. And please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And please hit the notification bell so that you know when the next video drops. And until next time, news crew, deuces.